All right, so welcome to I'm a stay at home for yoga today. My name is Lily Jagozinski from Disabled Sports USA, and we are thrilled that you are able to join us today. Just so everyone knows, you are all on mute at this point in time just to minimize distractions. But if you have any questions, please feel free to send a message over in the group chat and our staff can help you out. And we are so thrilled that Sarah Helt is joining us here today, who's going to be guiding us through our session. This will be recorded, so people are able to join in for the future, and we are streaming through Facebook Live. So please make sure you stay on mute, or else you're going to pop up on Facebook for everyone. And if you haven't already checked out the Disabled Sports USA website, the virtual events page, you can go to www.disabledsportsusa.org/adapt-at-home, and we list a ton of videos on there for physical activity and training and education, so definitely check that out. Now what I'd love to do is turn it over to Sarah, who's going to be leading us through everything.
Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to meet all of you. So today's practice is going to be in a seated position. So you are welcome to sit in a chair, and you can see my little setup back here. So in an ideal space for today, you have a chair and then like a little footstool, or if you wanted a second chair or something like that, you can also feel free to, those of you, like I can see Amy on the call who did the day we were in bed, the bed yoga day. So you can also use your bed for this. You could also sit on the floor. We're gonna work a little bit more of the upper body today, and we'll do just a little bit for the backs of the legs. Since I've got the gallery view so I can see everybody, I would love it if you'd raise your hand if you have never done yoga before. Admit it if it's your first time. Anybody? Oh my gosh, look at this. I got pros. Great, well then this will be like old news for everybody, huh? All right, so then let's get started. If it is anybody's first time, let's get a move on. So take a comfortable seated position, however that feels for you. It could be on the floor, it could be in the chair, on your bed, wherever you can find a comfortable seat. And then ground down into the lowest area of your body. So imagine you are like a plant, and from the navel down, you could grow roots into the earth. And then take a second, I like to imagine that a breeze has blown by on the front of my body. So like this cool, lovely summer breeze. And that blows the front of the body back. So kind of imagine just leaning back a little bit. So you're unifying, which that's what yoga means, to unite, to draw together. You're drawing together the front and the back of the body. For some of us, that might feel like a little bit of core work. But for a lot of us, I hope that feels more like extension of the spine, like getting taller. And then from here, we'll take an inhale and raise both hands over your head. Or if you need a hand for balance, you can just raise one hand. And as you exhale, open mouth, go. Take another breath like that. Stretch up through your hands. Open mouth. One more breath like this. Reach. And as you exhale, palms come down to your heart center. So press your palms together. Open mouth, exhale. And then allow your palms to rest down at your thighs or down at your sides, however, and actually spread the fingers, spread your palms wide and press down onto your thighs. If you're seated on the floor, you can put your hands to the side of your body and press down into the floor. But again, this is another feeling of grounding, of drawing the energy down so that the rest of the body can reverberate up. Take an inhale through your nose here, if you can inhale through the nose. And then this time, imagine you're blowing out through a straw, like you wanted to learn to whistle. So it's a light press down, spread your collarbones, and let's do that 2 more times. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through pursed lips. One more time like that. Inhale through the nose. exhale through pursed lips. Now inhale again through the nose, but this time close your lips. Exhale through the nose. So you start to make this kind of, I call it like a Darth Vader-y sound, but we call it ujjayi, or the oceanic sound in the back of your throat. So you'll hear it when I do it because I'm a very loud breather. Inhale through the nose. Like an ocean tide, exhale through the nose. Good, a few more breaths like that. And we're gonna keep this breath for the next 20 minutes, in and out through the nose. And then inhale. As you inhale, move or look to your right. So move the chin over to the right, turn your head to the right, take a breath or two here. And then draw your hands back just a little bit. They can draw back on the thighs, they can draw back on your chair. So you just keep the chest open as you do this. Still looking to the right. Now we're gonna look to the right and down. So it's like a little bit of a tuck of the chin. You're gonna feel the stretch start to come into the back of your neck. Still taking that ujjayi, that oceanic breath. And now we're gonna nod our head. So inhale, look up. Actually physically look like you're trying to see the sky. And then exhale, look down. So you're actually using your eyes as much as you're using the muscles of your neck to lift the chin up. As you inhale and tuck the chin down as you exhale. All while you're looking over to the right. 2 more times like this. Moving with your breath. And then inhale, look to the right or turn to the right, and then come back to the center. Good, and we'll do the other side. So take a moment, take an inhale at the center, and just notice, right? Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose, without judgment. So mindfully watching the side of the neck and then turn to the other side. So look to the left, hands can come to the sides again, just a little opening through the chest, a little firming through the belly, growing down into the roots of your legs, and then looking to your left. And notice, right, is this side different? It's okay if it's a little different. And notice, maybe if you're impatient with the process. And that's okay too. Notice that without judgment. Drop the chin. So now it's like you're looking down and to the left. Feel that stretch come into the back of the opposite side of the neck. And we're actually looking down. So you're also helping with the strain that may be in your eyes from all of our computer screen use. And then we'll nod the head. So take the, still looking to the left, chin up and chin down. And move your eyes up and down as you breathe. So as you inhale, gaze goes up, little nod of the neck, and exhale, the chin drops down. So really non-aggressive, really pretty gentle today, looking up and looking down. I thought it would be good to kind of go after these muscles of the neck and the shoulders that we use so much if we are in wheelchairs or if we are playing in sport, and also if we're just hanging out watching TV or at the computer. Okay, look to the left. So this is like a neutral gazing to the left. And then exhale, bring yourself back to the center. So looking forward at the screen, reach your hands up again. And then on your exhale, let's take a twist. You're going to turn to your right. Try to place the left hand maybe on the outside of your right leg and your right hand behind you, or hold on to the chair. And if you are holding onto the chair, gently push into the back of the chair just to bring your body forward a little bit. And the idea is that you bring the sternum, your chest, your breastbone forward and up. So again, you're always growing like a little plant out of potting soil. And now as you turn to your right, as little or as much as you can, again, use your eyes and look into the far right-hand corner of your eyelid. You don't have to see anything. It's just about moving the eye from screen position, right, into the far right-hand corner of your eyelids. You're able to perceive more in your world because you're kind of opening up the eye. And then keep your body in the twist, but look forward as you exhale. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back to center. I love that one because you can mindfully watch your body. You feel like a half wrung out sponge kind of, right? So grow taller again. Let's inhale the arms up. And then we'll switch sides. So put the right hand on the outside of the left leg. Put your left hand on the chair or on the floor behind you so that you can draw your body forward and lift the chest higher and into the pose a little bit more. And you know the drill, right? Look into the far left-hand corner of your eyelid. Just calm breath. And then inhale, look forward. And exhale, unwind and bring yourself back to the center. Good, inhale, reach your hands back up over your head. And this time we're gonna imagine that there's like a rope, like you could pull yourself up to the sky. Take your right hand, reach up, and then the left hand reaches above. So like you're reaching to pick apples or you're reaching to pull this rope down. That might be familiar to some of you athletes. Reach up, pull the rope, pull it down, reach up and pull it down. So we're lengthening through the sides of the waistline, reach up, pull the hand down, reach up to the sky. Imagine a rope you could pull down or a peach if you are in the south, picking a gentle peach from a tree. 2 more rounds like this, up, and as you exhale, pull it down and reach up and pull it down. Good, hands at your sides. And then inhale your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale the shoulders back and down. Inhale the shoulders up to your ears. And then the shoulders go back and down. Twice more like this. Shoulders go up to the ears. And back and down. Up to the ears. And back and down. Good. Now, if you are on the floor, you can extend both of your legs out wide, or if you're laying on the bed. If you're in a chair, just kind of walk your feet a little bit wider if that's possible. Okay, take your hands onto your knees. Inhale, lengthen forward. And then on your exhale, you're welcome to fold forward. So ideally, like if you are in a chair, you have something to fold forward onto, right? And if you're on the floor, then you can grab, I can see Rachel going for her props, right? You can grab a pillow or two and then walk yourself as far forward as you can. You can have like a big pillow underneath you if that's comfortable. And we'll take a few breaths here. So we call this a wide-legged forward fold. So that gives you any indication of how the pose should look. Wide legs and folding forward. Good, and then if it's comfortable for your neck and safe for you to do so, tuck your chin and let the weight of your head go down. So anytime we fold forward, right, we are in a self-reflecting pose because we're like literally turning the eyes in towards the belly, in towards yourself. Take a few breaths here. See if you can breathe into the back side of the body, into the back of the ribs, into the mid to low back. Two more long, deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. It's actually totally fine if you can't do in and out through the nose. You can do in through the nose and out through pursed lips again, like we started with. Our objective is kind of vibration in the throat. And then inhale, gently press into your palms. You can bring yourself all the way back up. You can press into your legs, bring yourself all the way up. And then move your feet back together or bring your legs in, okay, just a little bit, especially those of you in the bed, just as much so you feel balanced. And then take your hands behind you, okay? So with this one, if you have a chair like mine, you're gonna slide your hands in between the bars of the chair. If you don't have that, interlace your hands, like bring them together like they wanna hold hands because they love each other. Or put your hands just behind your back. Yeah, you got it. I can see Ryan's got a good example as well. Bring your elbows towards each other a little bit. Bring your armpits like you want to squeeze them towards each other. And then take your ears and slide them back a little bit. Like you want to have your head right up on top of the shoulders. And then from here, if you can, push into your hands and lift the chest a little bit more. So a little spinal extension, a heart opener here. Allowing that oceanic breath, the breath like a wave to come into the chest and expand the chest. 2 more rounds. Press down into your hands to really complete that circle, or you're going to press out against the chair, right? And that'll bring, or coil, we say coil the shoulder blades in. Good, and then gently inhale, bring yourself back to center, put your hands back onto your thighs, and see what you feel. Just the subtle changes are like the most important ones. And then from here, if you can, bring your feet on top of if you're in a chair, bring them on top of the little footstool. Or if you're in bed, you can take the soles of your feet together and let your knees open wide. Yeah, perfect, great. So as I said on Wednesday, if you want more inner thigh opening, pull your heels really close to your body. Okay, so that gives you a little bit more of an example. If you want more backs of the thighs and hamstrings, then make more of a diamond shape with your legs. And then we're going to do the same thing, bring your body forward like we did before. Looking good. And if you want, you can kind of see me, I'm rocking a little bit side to side. If you, yeah, rock real slow, real slow, just a little bit side to side. And what you'll feel is the low back starting to respond, right? So if you kind of lean a little bit over to the left, then you'll be able to feel the right side of the back body. And if you lean a little bit over like a little snake, right, lean over to your right, you'll feel the left outer hip maybe, or the left backside body. And then come back to center and give yourself 2 breaths in the fold, okay? And let your head go if that's possible. And you don't have to be super flexible, right? You don't have to be super bendy. You don't even have to go very far. Put soles of the feet together, knees are open wide, and body is folded over towards the feet. On your next inhale, begin to press yourself back up. Slowly bring yourself back up. And take your legs off of your seat or extend them in front of you. And I'm going to move my little footstool to the side. Last little thing here, okay? If you are seated on the floor, extend your legs and cross your right ankle over your left. If you are in a chair, bend your right knee. If you want, you pick it up and cross it over your left knee, okay? So either ankles are crossed because you're seated on the floor, or you're in the chair and it's kind of like you're a fancy lady, right? And you're crossing the right leg over the left leg. Okay, take an inhale here. You can hold on to the thighs of the knees, lift up your chest, and we'll take one more twist. So we're gonna slide the right hand back along the right thigh, and then eventually you may find the right hand behind your spine, or you might find the right hand pressing or holding onto the chair. So as we've done before, if you can make contact with your right hand on the floor, gently press, or the chair, whatever, gently press down to lift and lengthen the spine and slide the heart just a little bit more forward. Look into the far right-hand corner of your eyelid. And then exhale, look forward with your eyes and unwind back to the center. Okay, we're going to take this right ankle. So right now we have the knee over the thigh. We're going to take now the ankle over the thigh. You might have to wiggle your butt back a little bit. Okay, and you can do this one on the floor as well. And we'll fold forward. Good, so take your time, and this is that target of that piriformis, that underbutt kind of the right hip. If you're on the floor, right, with this one, you may find bending your knee is more appropriate. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Good. I would say if you do not have the use of your legs, folding over is fine. Try not to bend the bottom leg. Yeah, good. You can just go over. You're gonna feel this right butt cheek. Okay, one more breath. Oh, I can see some of your faces like, oh, well, hello. The rest was gentle, but now we found the outer hip, right? All right, gently bring yourself back up and unwind that leg. Release it. All right, we just have to do the other side and then a short little meditation. So bring the left leg up and we'll either cross at the ankle or cross the left knee over the right leg, okay? And then take that left hand, you kind of slide it back along the left thigh, and eventually you might find the left hand behind you, right behind the spine to lift you up. The right hand can kind of assist by pressing into the left leg to turn the body, but try not to be overzealous with the turn. And then look into the far left-hand corner of your eyelid. Good, inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind your body. And then take the left ankle now. So we call this one figure four, and it kind of looks like a 4, I guess. But the left knee is knocked out to the side, the left ankle over the thigh, and then forward fold if you're in the chair to feel the stretch in the outer left hip. If you're on the floor, you bend that right knee and bring the shin of the left leg closer to your chest. Good. Good. And then breathe. It's pretty funny to see you guys in this one. That there's a lot more sensation in this pose and everybody's looking up at their camera for this one, whereas before you were all really relaxed. So we found a spot we can be mindful in, a spot we can pay attention without judgment. You know, this hip isn't bad for being tight where it is tight, it just is. Good, and then gently inhale and bring yourself back to the center. Release the leg. And if you were on the floor, you can lay down. Or if you're in your bed, anywhere you can lay down. If you are in an upright seat and you need to stay there, then you can stay for an upright seat. Otherwise, now would be a nice time to lay down. Yeah, and you can throw a pillow under your legs if that feels comfortable to support your low back's health. Good, so you just want to be comfortable, however you can close practice comfortably. Okay, and then we'll do one breathing exercise called Viloma. Take a long, deep breath in and out. Breathe naturally for about a minute or two. Not a minute, really, just a couple of seconds, but just let yourself breathe naturally. And then as we inhale, we're gonna imagine the breath in 3 parts. So imagine you could breathe through your feet, exhale all the way out, and we'll inhale 1/3, like you're inhaling heels to hips, 1/3 of the breath. Second third, from the hips to the heart. Third, from the heart to the head, all the way up. And then exhale, let the breath go all the way out. Inhale 1/3 of the breath, heels to hips, hips to heart, heart to head. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale through the nose, heels to hips, hips to heart, heart to head, and let it all go. 1/3, inhale 1/3, second third, all the rest, all the way out. One more round, this time 1/3 in, second third in, all the way up. Hum it out. And we'll do that one last time, promise. 1/3 of the breath in. Second third. All the way up. Hum it out. And then give yourself a natural breath. Let any control go. Let the body sink. And then normally, this is everybody's favorite yoga pose, Shavasana, laying down reclined. Normally, we'd stay here for about another 5 minutes, and I might teach you a couple more breathing techniques. But today, that is all she wrote. So thank you so, so much for joining me. Oh, I went over. I'm sorry. I have another clock back here. It's analog. It must be slow. Yeah, thank you so, so much. So I have weekly Zoom classes. My email address is sarah@accessibleyoga.org. So you're welcome to email me with anything or follow me on Instagram, Sarah E. Helt. And then, sorry, I'll turn it over for this last second, I guess. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Reach out with any questions anytime.
Not a problem at all, Sarah. Thank you so much. This is Lily speaking. And as Sarah just discussed, she does have an Instagram online. And so you can follow her at Sarah E. And I'm so sorry. I just realized that there is a typo in there. Or actually, no, I think we're good. It's SharahHelt. And you can also email her at sarah@accessibleyoga.org. This is recorded, and so we will follow up with all of the different links, all of her different handles that she's able to see, so you can follow her there. I also want to mention and thank Dare to Try, who has partnered with us for these adaptive fitness sessions, and thank you for bringing on Sarah as our special guest for this week. If you would like to see more of Dare to Try, you can check out their virtual training programs, their cycling and strength, and it's at www.daretotry.org. And you can see us next week again for our 4th adaptive fitness session. And it is a high intensity interval training workout. So it's hit. And then before we head out, we just are asking you guys to complete a survey. We want to know what you loved about this session and what we can improve on further. And so in the chat function at the bottom of your screen, we've typed in a URL. And you're able to just copy that URL and paste it into a web browser, but we'll also follow up via email with everything too. And I see a question here about the HIIT class. We'll send out a registration link in the follow-up email. So thank you again to Sarah and Dare to Try, and thank you for everyone joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week and hope you have a great weekend. All right, we will stay on just for a little bit longer to make sure that people get that URL, but you're more than welcome to log off at any time.